You can be the hottest guy in the entire world, but if you smell bad, you won't be attractive to other people. People won't come up to you and tell you that you smell bad too, which makes it the silent killer of a lot of guys' attractiveness. If you heard what I just said and you're thinking, oh, I shower and use deodorant, so I don't need to watch this video, you're wrong, because so much more goes into smelling good than you would ever think. First, let's think about why you actually smell bad. According to the Cleveland Clinic, body odor is caused by a mix of bacteria and sweat on your skin. Your body odor can change due to hormones, the food you eat, infection, medications, or underlying conditions like diabetes. The food you eat is incredibly important for how you smell, and while that might sound like a weird thing, it's definitely true. If you eat fast food and greasy food and you never eat healthy, it might not directly translate to smelling better or worse, but it's definitely a lifestyle that will lead to you smelling worse. I'm also gonna lump in drinking water with the food section, which will make your sweat a lot less gross and make you smell and look a little better. The second thing that's making you smell bad is drugs. This doesn't apply to everyone, but if you do certain drugs, you will smell worse. No one wants to kiss someone that smells like the devil's lettuce. This is another thing that will just affect your mindset as well. If you want to smell good, you have to think of yourself as a good person. And if you're eating junk food and doing drugs, you're not really thinking of yourself as the most attractive guy in the world. The third thing you have to watch out for is your mouth. And this is probably the second most important one on the list, if not the most important. Because your mouth is where you carry a lot of your bacteria, and especially like where people are going to be smelling you from is mostly your mouth, right? Like besides the obvious armpits, when you talk to people, you don't want your breath to smell terrible on them. You want it to be pleasant. Make sure you're brushing your teeth. A lot of guys don't brush their tongue and they don't even know that that's like what you have to do. If you are a guy, you have to brush your tongue. You can chew gum, you need to floss. Just make sure that you actually take proper care of your mouth, use mouthwash. Brush twice a day, once when you wake up and once when you go to sleep, and that should be okay. For your hair and body, I'm gonna put them together because hair and body you can both really do at the same time. If you're taking a shower, you need to use a little bit of shampoo, a little bit of conditioner, depending on your hair, and obviously you need to use body wash. If your hair is a little bit thinner, maybe you can use a little less shampoo, and if your hair is thicker, you can use a little more conditioner. Just make sure that you're putting something in your hair at some point in time so it doesn't smell absolutely disgusting. And obviously use body wash. When you get out of the shower, you can use lotion. They have certain scented lotions that smell really nice. And if you want, like I do when I get out of the shower, after my armpits get dry, right, I'll put deodorant on those, and then I bust out the cologne. And cologne is really important, and there are a lot of brands and a lot of choices. You don't really want to go for a cheap cologne here, because obviously there are cheap colognes at like Walmart and stuff, and while those might last you a little bit, they're not good quality at all, and they'll end up making you smell like a bottle of Axe. If you buy an expensive cologne that will last you 6 months, even if it's like $100, I think it's worth it in my opinion. So I would highly suggest cologne. That's the thing that can take your smell really to the next level. You want to apply the cologne on both of your wrists and then also on your neck. And also, bonus tip I forgot to talk about for the deodorant earlier, try to stay away from like Old Spice. You really want to be getting Dove if you can, because Dove is just the best brand. It has really good stuff in it and it doesn't have like aluminum or whatever. And then a bonus tip is that you need to be wearing clean clothes. Whether you realize it or not, you kind of carry around like a musk as a guy. Like you have a smell that you leave on your clothes and stuff, you know what I mean? And everyone has this. That's why like when you have if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and you borrow like their sweatshirt, they smell it because you have a smell that you leave on there over time. And even if that smell is your surrounding area, then that's still gonna be what you smell like. So you need to have your room clean, you gotta change clothes if you're like going out, you know what I mean? Do your laundry, and just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because in the end, if you're trying to attract other people, a clean and hygienic person is what people want. If you like that, click on one of the videos on the screen right now. It's very similar to what you just watched, and please subscribe. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.